The human ship moved slowly through deep space. It was alone. No escort. No fleet. No signal lights calling for help. Just one ship, old in design, dark gray metal covered with long scars from past travel. Some panels were patched. Some lights flickered. From far away, it looked weak. Easy. Forgotten. Inside the ship, everything was quiet. Captain Elias Rook sat in the command chair. He was not young, but not old either. His face showed no fear. No stress. His hands rested calmly on the armrests. His eyes watched the stars slide past the main screen. The ship's name was Atlas Drift. It was not a warship. At least, that was what it looked like. The ship crossed into a wide, empty region of space. No planets. No stations. No traffic lanes. Just darkness and distant stars. This area was known by many species as free hunting space. That was when the sensors changed. A soft alert sound filled the bridge. Multiple contacts detected, the ship's AI said in a flat, calm voice. Unknown vessels. Closing fast. Captain Rook did not move right away. He looked at the screen. Red shapes appeared one by one. Then more. Sleek ships. Sharp edges. Bright weapon ports. Alien design. Military class. 7 ships. Then 12. Then more. A full alien strike group slid out of warp like predators smelling blood. The alien fleet slowed down and spread out, forming a wide half-circle around the Atlas Drift. On the alien flagship, the mood was very different. The alien commander stood tall, his armor shining under harsh lights. His species had long arms, narrow eyes, and sharp teeth that showed when he smiled. A single human ship, one officer said. Old model. No support. The commander laughed. Humans send this to guard space, he said. Or is it lost? Another officer checked the scans again. No heavy weapons detected. No escort signals. Power output is low. The commander's smile grew wider. Then this will be fast, he said. Humans always talk big. Let us see how strong they are when they are alone. Back on the Atlas Drift, the ship's AI spoke again. Alien vessels have locked weapons, it said. Threat level, extreme. Captain Rook finally moved. He leaned forward and placed his hands on the controls. Open a channel, he said calmly. A moment later, the main screen changed. An alien face filled it. Sharp eyes. Cold smile. This is Commander Zalcor of the Virex fleet, the alien said. You are in restricted space. Power down your ship and prepare to be boarded. Captain Rook looked at the alien without emotion. This is a human exploration vessel, he said. His voice was steady. We are passing through. There is no need for trouble. The alien commander laughed again. No need for trouble, he said. You bring trouble by existing here. The human captain paused for a second. Then he said one short sentence. This ship is not alone. The alien bridge went silent. Then laughter exploded across the channel. Not alone. Zalcor said. Our scanners see everything. You are alone, human. Captain Rook did not argue. He simply looked at the stars behind the alien commander. The alien commander raised one clawed hand. Enough, he said. Fire a warning shot. Let the human learn fear. The channel cut. On the Atlas Drift, alarms stayed silent. The ship did not change course. Engines stayed calm. Incoming weapon charge detected, the AI said. Captain Rook took a slow breath. Hold position, he said. Do not raise shields yet. Outside, space lit up. A bright beam of alien energy rushed toward the human ship. It was powerful enough to rip cruisers apart. The beam hit the Atlas drift. For a moment, nothing happened. The ship did not explode. It did not spin out of control. Instead, a soft blue light flashed across the hull, like a breath. The beam vanished. On the alien flagship, alarms screamed. "What just happened?" an officer shouted. The shot did nothing. The commander's smile faded. "Scan again," he ordered. Full power scans. On the Atlas drift, the AI spoke quietly. "Shields holding. No damage detected." Captain Rook finally allowed himself a small smile. "Good," he said. They made the first mistake. Outside, the alien fleet shifted uneasily. Inside the human ship, the calm remained. And the storm was just beginning. The alien fleet went silent. No one laughed now. On the alien flagship, Commander Zalcor stared at the sensor screen. His sharp eyes moved fast, reading data that made no sense. "Run the scan again," he ordered. "At maximum power." The officers obeyed. Lights flickered. Screens filled with numbers and warning symbols. One officer turned slowly. His voice was low. "Commander, the human ship's shield strength just changed." Zalcor narrowed his eyes. "Changed how?" "It adapted," the officer said. "Our weapon frequency no longer works." That was not possible. Alien shields stayed the same. They broke, or they held. They did not learn. Zalcor felt anger rise in his chest. "Fire again," he said. "All ships. Full volley." The alien fleet obeyed. Space filled with light. Beams. Missiles. Energy blasts of different colors rushed toward the lone human ship. Enough firepower to erase a city. Enough to end any normal ship. On the Atlas drift, the bridge stayed quiet. Captain Elias Rook did not raise his voice. He did not shout orders. He simply watched. "Incoming multivector attack," the AI said. "Shields adjusting." The first wave hit. The human ship shook, just a little. Lights dimmed for half a second. The blue shield light spread wider this time, flowing like water across the hull. Alien weapons vanished on contact, swallowed by the glow. No explosion. No damage. Outside, the alien fleet froze. "They should be dead," an officer whispered. On the flagship, alarms screamed again. "Commander," another officer shouted. "One of our ships has lost power." Zalcor turned fast. "Which one?" The officer pointed. "Frigate 3. No explosion. No impact. Systems just stopped." The alien frigate drifted in space, dark and silent. Weapons offline. Engines dead. Crew alive, but helpless. Zalcor clenched his claws. "How did they do that?" he demanded. "We don't know," the officer said. "No weapons fire detected from the human ship." That made no sense. Back on the Atlas drift, Captain Rook leaned slightly forward. "Status," he said. "Non-lethal response successful," the AI replied. "Enemy vessel disabled. No casualties." Rook nodded once. "Good," he said. "They need to understand." The alien fleet pulled back a little. Not retreating. Just, unsure. Zalcor opened a channel again. The human captain appeared on the screen, calm as before. "What did you do?" Zalcor demanded. Captain Rook met his gaze. "You attacked first," he said. "We responded." "That was not a response," Zalcor snapped. "That was an attack." "No," Rook said simply. "That was a warning." Silence filled the alien bridge. Zalcor laughed, but there was no joy in it now. You disable one ship and call it a warning, he said. You are still outnumbered. Captain Rook did not argue. You believe numbers win wars, he said. Humans learned long ago, they do not. Zalcor cut the channel. Surround them, he ordered. Crush them slowly. The alien ships moved in tighter. Weapon systems charged again, brighter than before. But something strange happened. Alien targeting systems began to fail. Locks dropped. Sensors showed false images, ghost ships where nothing existed, empty space where the human ship should be. Commander, an officer shouted. We can't get a clean lock. Fix it. Zalcor roared. Then another alert. Another ship disabled. A second alien vessel went dark. Still no visible weapon fire. Fear spread through the fleet. On the Atlas drift, the AI spoke softly. Enemy fleet confusion increasing, it said. Psychological stress indicators rising. Captain Rook stood up from his chair. He walked slowly toward the main screen. Send a message, he said. The AI complied. The human signal reached every alien ship at once. Captain Rook's voice echoed through their bridges. This ship was built to travel alone, he said. To survive unknown space. Unknown threats. He paused. You saw weakness, he continued. You mistook silence for fear. The alien fleet hesitated. Rook finished with calm certainty. This was your first mistake. Outside, space grew quiet again. But now, the aliens were afraid. And they had no idea how much worse it could get. The alien fleet stayed in position, but something had changed. Before, they had moved with confidence. Clean formations. Perfect angles. Now their ships drifted slightly out of line, like predators unsure if the prey might bite back. Commander Zalcor felt it. Fear. He hated it. Stabilize formation, he ordered. I want full control back. The officers worked fast, but the systems did not respond the same way. Small delays. Sensor lag. Target data that refused to settle. The human ship still did not fire. That was the worst part. On the Atlas drift, Captain Elias Rook watched the alien fleet with quiet focus. He had seen this moment before, many times in his career. This was the moment when enemies realized humans fought differently. Enemy fleet behavior analysis complete, the AI said. They are waiting for us to act. Rook shook his head slightly. They still don't understand, he said. The Atlas drift began to move. Not fast. Not aggressive. It drifted sideways, then dipped down, then rose again, smooth, strange motions that made no tactical sense to the alien sensors. Human ship is maneuvering, an alien officer said. But, not away from us. Zalcor leaned closer to the screen. The human ship's movement was wrong. It did not follow attack paths. It did not line up for weapons fire. It moved like it was feeling the space around it. Track it. Zalcor snapped. We can't, the officer replied. Their movement keeps breaking our predictions. That was true. Alien combat doctrine was simple: power, speed, numbers. Humans had learned something else. Adapt. Inside the Atlas drift, Rook spoke softly. Engage shadow mode. Confirmed, the AI replied. Electronic footprint reduced to minimal. Outside, the human ship flickered. Not invisible, but uncertain. Like it did not fully exist in one place. Alien sensors struggled. There, an officer shouted. No, wait, it moved again. Another alien ship suddenly went dark. No explosion. No warning. Just silence. A third ship followed seconds later. The alien formation broke. Some ships pulled back. Others turned wildly, weapons charging at empty space. "This is impossible," Zalcor roared. "They are cheating physics." "No," an older officer said quietly. "They are using it better." Back on the Atlas drift, Captain Rook watched 3 disabled ships drift helplessly. "Still no deaths," he said. "Correct," the AI replied. "Enemy crews alive." Rook's jaw tightened. "Good," he said. "They need to live with this." The alien fleet finally fired again. This time, not in a volley, but in panic. Beams cut through space, missing the human ship by wide margins. Missiles chased false signals and exploded far away. The Atlas drift moved through the chaos untouched. Zalcor opened the channel again, his voice sharp and angry. "Human," he shouted. "You hide behind tricks. Face us properly." Captain Rook appeared on the screen. He looked tired now, but not afraid. "This is proper," Rook said. "You fight to destroy. We fight to end fights." Zalcor snarled. "You disable our ships and call that mercy?" "Yes," Rook replied. "Because the next step is not." That made the alien commander pause. "What next step?" Zalcor asked. Rook did not answer right away. He turned slightly, looking past the screen, at something only he and the ship could see. "The step where we stop holding back," he said. The channel closed. On the Atlas drift, deep inside the ship, systems unlocked. Hidden power cores warmed. Weapons that had never been used began to wake. "Combat limits removed," the AI said. Captain authorization confirmed. Rook returned to his chair. "Give them one last chance," he said. A wideband signal burst from the human ship, reaching every alien vessel. Rook's voice echoed again, calm but heavy. "Leave this space," he said. "Take your ships. Take your wounded pride. Do not follow us." The alien fleet froze. Some commanders wanted to retreat. Others looked at Zalcor. Pride burned in his chest. "No," he said. "We finish this." He raised his claw. "All ships," he ordered. Final assault. On the Atlas drift, Captain Rook closed his eyes for a brief moment. "Then they chose," he said quietly. Outside, the stars watched. And humanity prepared to remind the galaxy why attacking a lone human ship was never a good idea. The alien fleet charged. This time, there was no order, no clean plan. Pride pushed them forward. Anger filled their commands. Every ship surged toward the lone human vessel, weapons glowing bright, engines screaming. Commander Zalcor stood tall on his bridge. "Overwhelm them," he shouted. "End this now." The alien ships fired together. Space turned white with light. This was not a warning. This was meant to erase the human ship from existence. On the Atlas drift, alarms stayed silent. Captain Elias Rook did not flinch. "Time to respond," he said calmly. "Confirmed," the AI replied. "Primary systems online." Deep inside the ship, something changed. The Atlas drift stopped drifting. Its movement became sharp. Exact. Purposeful. The blue shield light vanished. For a heartbeat, the human ship looked unprotected. On the alien flagship, an officer shouted in triumph. They dropped shields. Zalcor smiled. Fire again. But it was already too late. The human ship released a single pulse. It was not a beam. Not a missile. Not an explosion. It was silent. Space itself seemed to bend. 3 alien ships vanished in an instant, compressed, twisted, and gone. No debris. No fire. Just empty space where they had been. The alien fleet froze. What was that? Someone whispered. Then the second pulse came. 2 more ships lost all structure. Hulls folded inward like paper. Crews never even had time to scream. Panic exploded across the alien channels. Retreat. Pull back. We are losing ships. Commander Zalcor stared at the screen, his confidence shattered. This is not possible, he muttered. On the Atlas drift, the AI spoke with calm precision. Enemy losses confirmed, it said. 5 ships destroyed. Remaining fleet in disarray. Captain Rook stood slowly. Disable their weapons, he said. Do not chase. The human ship moved forward, not fast, not slow. Steady. Another pulse spread outward, wider this time. Alien weapon systems shut down across the fleet. Cannons went dark. Missile bays locked. Engines struggled. The remaining ships drifted helplessly. Zalcor slammed his claw into the console. Fall back, he shouted. All ships, retreat. But retreat was no longer simple. Some ships could not move. Others turned blindly, crashing into each other in fear. The Atlas drift did not pursue. It simply watched. Captain Rook opened a channel one final time. The alien commander's image appeared again, but now his face was different. The sharp confidence was gone. His eyes showed fear. You could have destroyed us, Zalcor said quietly. Why didn't you? Rook met his gaze. Because fear travels faster than wreckage, he said. You will tell others what happened here. Zalcor swallowed. What are you? He asked. Rook answered without pride. We are explorers, he said. But we learned how to survive. The channel closed. The remaining alien ships slowly pulled away, damaged, silent, broken in spirit. On the Atlas drift, the bridge lights softened. Systems powered down. Weapons returned to sleep. Threat resolved, the AI said. No further pursuit required. Captain Rook exhaled. He looked at the stars again. Log this encounter, he said. Mark the location. Designation, the AI asked. Rook paused. Then he said, first regret. The human ship turned back onto its original path. Behind it, the alien fleet fled into the dark, carrying a story they would never forget. A story about a lone human ship. And the moment regret truly began. The alien fleet did not stop running until they were far from human space. Damaged ships limped through warp lanes. Some had no weapons. Some had no engines. All of them carried fear. Commander Zalcor stood in silence on his flagship. The victory he expected never came. Instead, he carried shame. When the fleet reached the borders of the Virex Empire, emergency signals were sent at once. High Command demanded answers. In a vast chamber of stone and light, the Virex High Council gathered. Tall figures sat in a wide circle. Their eyes watched Zalcor as he stepped forward. You failed, one counselor said coldly. Zalcor did not argue. Yes, he replied. We failed. Another counselor leaned forward. You faced one human ship, they said. One. And you lost 5 warships. Murmurs filled the chamber. Zalcor raised his head. That ship was not what it appeared to be, he said. It was not a warship. It was worse. The council stilled. Explain, the High Speaker ordered. Zalcor took a breath. It adapted to our weapons, he said. It disabled ships without firing. It destroyed others with a single pulse. And it chose not to finish us. That last part shook the room. They showed mercy, a counselor asked. Yes, Zalcor said. And that is why this is dangerous. The council demanded data. Sensor logs. Combat recordings. Power readings. When the information filled the air, fear crept into the chamber. One analyst spoke softly. "This technology is beyond ours," they said. And it was not used fully. Silence followed. Another voice broke it. "If that was not a warship, what was it?" Zalcor answered. "An exploration ship." The room erupted. "That is impossible. Exploration vessels do not fight fleets." "Then what do their warships look like?" No one answered that question. Days passed. Across alien space, the story spread. Not as rumor, but as fact. A lone human ship. Old. Scarred. Calm. It faced a fleet and walked away. Merchants changed routes. Pirates avoided human lanes. Military commanders revised battle plans. Humanity was reclassified. Not as aggressive. Not as weak. But as unpredictable. Back on the Atlas Drift, Captain Elias Rook knew none of this yet. His ship moved quietly through space again, returning to its mission. Collect data. Chart unknown stars. Observe, not conquer. The crew moved freely now. Tension was gone, but respect filled the air. One officer finally asked the question many had been thinking. "Captain," she said, "why didn't we destroy them?" Rook looked at the star map. "Because they will tell the story," he said. "And stories change behavior." The AI added, "Probability of future hostile contact reduced by 87%. Rook nodded. "Exactly," he said. But the galaxy was already reacting. On distant worlds, alien diplomats whispered new plans. "We must speak to the humans. We must understand them. We must avoid angering them." The Virex High Council sent a single message across neutral space. It was short. Formal. Careful. A request. Not a threat. A meeting. Back on the Atlas Drift, the message arrived. "Unknown diplomatic transmission received," the AI said. Rook read it slowly. A faint smile touched his face. "So," he said, "the truth reached them." The ship continued forward, silent and steady. The galaxy now knew something important. Humans did not seek war. But when war found them, they ended it on their terms. The message stayed on the screen for a long time. Captain Elias Rook did not answer it right away. The Atlas Drift moved forward, engines low and steady, stars sliding past like nothing had changed. To the ship, this was just another day in deep space. To the galaxy, it was not. "Diplomatic channel remains open," the AI said. "No hostile signals detected." Rook stood near the main screen, hands behind his back. "They are being careful now," he said. "Good." The crew waited. No one spoke. Everyone understood the weight of the moment. The alien empire that once attacked without fear was now asking to talk. Not demanding. Not threatening. Asking. Rook finally nodded. "Send a reply," he said. The AI paused for confirmation. "Text only," Rook added. "No weapons data. No power readings." "Confirmed," the AI said. A simple message went out into the dark. Human vessel Atlas Drift acknowledges. We are explorers. We will listen. Far away, across many systems, alien leaders read those words. And relaxed. The meeting did not happen right away. That was intentional. Humans did not rush. They observed. They prepared. In the days that followed, the story of the lone human ship spread even further. Alien academies studied the battle. Military commanders replayed the footage. Pirates erased human routes from their maps. One truth became clear everywhere. If this was a civilian ship, then human warships were something no one wanted to meet. On the Atlas drift, the crew returned to routine. Scans. Charts. Samples. The quiet work of exploration. Captain Rook sat alone on the bridge late in the cycle. Stars reflected in the glass. "Do you think they understand now?" he asked the AI. "Yes," the AI replied. "Hostile intent toward human vessels has dropped across multiple regions." Rook allowed himself a small breath of relief. "That was the goal," he said. The AI hesitated for a fraction of a second. "There is another development," it said. Rook looked up. "Go on." "Multiple alien networks have labeled this encounter," the AI said. "They are calling it a lesson." Rook smiled faintly. "Good name," he said. The Atlas drift reached the edge of its mapped route. Beyond it lay unknown space. No signals. No charts. Just darkness and possibility. Rook gave the final command. "Continue mission." The ship moved forward, alone once again. But now, alone meant something different. Far behind them, in alien space, new rules were forming. Do not attack human ships. Do not corner them. Do not mistake calm for weakness. And above all, never assume a lone human vessel is helpless. The Atlas drift slipped into the dark, quiet and steady. No flags. No fleet. No threat. Just a human ship doing what humans always did best. Going forward. And somewhere, deep in the galaxy, an alien commander would wake from sleep, remembering blue light on a human hull, and the moment regret became fear. Humanity did not roar. Humanity did not boast. Humanity simply survived. And that was enough.